Hey, this is Derek Davis from the band Babylon AD, and you're watching CMS TV.
From the Revenge release, that's Kiss with Take It Off. That one going out by request to Johnny Castle. Just before that, we heard some Asphalt Ballet with Soul Survive for King Trump, and Aerosmith in there with Ain't That a Bitch for Hardy Boy. And of course, we started things off there with a couple of Junkyard tunes with Hands Off and Simple Man in tribute to our lost brother in metal.
Yes, so, Mr. David Roach.
Yeah. So there you are. Just got your 5 tunes in a row.
That's right.
All right. Well, here we are into segment 2 already. So yes, I see you already got something queued up there. So what are we doing here?
I do. I just found this to be funny just because it happened.
Okay.
So you may love this, you may hate this, the fans may love this, the fans may hate this as well. This is a skit. I'm assuming it's a Saturday Night Live skit. I don't know for sure, but it's some sort of a skit featuring John Bon Jovi.
All right.
And
the real John Bon Jovi?
The real John Bon Jovi is in this skit.
All right.
And this is so close. This has got to be earlier in their career, like 86, 87, 88.
Okay, so this is an old clip.
This is an old clip.
Okay.
Of when they were most popular, I'm assuming.
During the Slippery When Wet?
I'm assuming. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
But when you hear John Bon Jovi and the jokes that they're making, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is exactly what this guy did.
Okay.
It's like that whole weird Simpsons thing, how there's always like the Simpsons predicting the future.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
This might as well be, John could have recorded this today and nobody would look twice.
Right.
But the fact that he recorded this in 1980, whatever, talking about before they were popular and what they were going to be, I think you and the audience will get a good laugh out of this.
All right.
So let me flip to that screen here. All right, so here it is. This is a skit featuring John Bon Jovi.
That's pretty funny.
It happened.
Yeah, it did. I'm thinking that might have been because I'm looking up Jason Sudeikis or Sudeikis, however you say his name.
Mm-hmm.
If this was a Saturday Night Live thing, he was on Saturday Night Live 2005.
Okay.
To 2015.
Okay.
So I'm sure John was like wearing a wig or something, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But even then, for him not to see the
irony,
the irony of it is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, somebody sent me that and I was like, holy shit, that's pretty fucking ironic.
Yeah. Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? It's like mayhem.
Exactly.
Where's that? Is that you playing that? Oh, that ain't. I don't know what that is.
That's a Sydney Sweeney ad. Her
it
dog
is, but
saying hi.
But I don't have anything Sydney Sweeney playing. I don't know. Whatever.
You got Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on here? I don't know what's going on.
Sydney Sweeney has taken over your machine.
She has.
Taken over your computer over there. She just plays on random.
That's a good way to be, I guess. If I got to be taken over, I'd rather be taken over by Sydney Sweeney, of course.
Right, of course.
Can I get off of this thing? Yeah, okay. All right, whatever it is, it's gone now.
All right.
Ghost, the Sydney ghost has got me.
Yeah. It's a ghost in the machine, as
That's
the police once said. All right. Well, what else you got?
Well, since we played some Sydney Sweeney, you want to talk about Sydney Sweeney?
Well, let's talk about Sydney Sweeney and the big leftist meltdown over a jeans commercial.
Okay. Feel free. Go ahead. You can start.
All right.
This.
Well, if you've paid any attention, I mean, last week we talked about American Outfitters launching their new ad campaign featuring Sydney Sweeney.
Right.
And, a little play on words that Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Right.
Which, she's a very attractive woman. She's very shapely. She's built, and we haven't seen that type of a ad campaign. There's an old saying in ads that sex sells.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And, because of the wokety wokem over the last 5 to 10 years, the ad people had gotten away from that and tried to be more quote unquote inclusive.
Right.
And we got a bunch of ugly chuds representing clothes, big fat black women representing things, and these septum pierced, blue hair, pink hair, bad tattoo, people, being included in advertising. And we've had enough of it. We've had enough. It's run its course.
Welcome to the ultimate experience for hard rock and heavy metal fans. Introducing the CMS Locals VIP app, your #1 destination for all things on the CMS network. Dive into the classic metal show, Chris Akey Presents, Seth Williams Show, and more, all in one place. It's free to get started or elevate your experience with a subscription for just $4.99 a month. Go commercial free, get advanced releases, and enjoy exclusive bonus episodes. Plus, it's the prime spot to chat with like-minded fans who love raw, uncensored commentary. Are you ready to rock? Download from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS network, and join the community now. It's free, it's easy, and it's the best way to keep our shows with you every single day. Install the Locals.com app today and follow the CMS network.
We're in a new era now. We're in the new Trump era again, to where traditional Americanism has returned.
That's right.
That's muscle cars and, rock music and just normal behavior, I would call it.
Yes. And if you think about it, Sydney Sweeney, hot girl, the one commercial, what's she doing? She gets in a fucking car.
Yeah, she gets into a Mustang, like a 68.
Yeah.
And does a burnout.
And gets out of there. In an unrelated, but related to what you're saying, Live Nation put out a statement this week saying that the one genre that is strong is hard rock and heavy metal.
That's what I'm saying. It's a return.
It's all back.
It's a working man's world anymore, Mm-hmm. And I use the word working man as in, blue collar people.
Right.
And she appeals to that segment of the population. Yes. I saw a article trying to explain the whole Sydney Sweeney uproar. And I thought it was funny. I should have saved the article, but I didn't do that. But basically what they were saying is that according to quote unquote the right, the MAGA people, they've co-opted Sydney Sweeney because they think that speaks to them because she wears blue jeans and she works on cars.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is those are values, right-leaning values that conservatives value, working on cars and wearing jeans and firing guns. I would love to see her do a commercial for American Outfitters.
There's video of her firing a gun.
Yeah, I know, but it's not a commercial.
No, it's just her shooting guns.
Yeah, but I know, I understand, but I would love to see that. That would just really push them over the edge. See, look at what she's doing. She's firing guns. She's firing an assault weapon.
She doesn't even have a septum ring.
Yeah. So I would love one of those commercials to feature her on a gun range.
Oh yeah.
Shooting like an automatic weapon of some kind,
Yeah.
That would be just send them over. That would be the end of it right there. Not only is she working on cars, not only is she being sexy and, using double entendre that she's got great genes. Now she's firing dangerous weapons.
Assault weaponry. She has an assault rifle.
That would be the greatest thing.
It's funny.
But anyway, getting back to that, it has just caused a stir, and I'm sure American Outfitters are just loving it. They are just loving it because, good or bad, no matter what your viewpoint is, the publicity that this has been getting for free online has just been overwhelming.
Oh yeah. I saw an article a little while ago that said their stock is up 30%. 30% in a week, and they are sold out of all of that brand of jean. Whatever that is, I don't know if it's called the Sydney Sweeney line or whatever.
Yeah, it's the Sydney Sweeney jeans, I think.
Whatever it's called, there ain't none to buy because they sold them completely out, which is fucking fantastic.
Yep, absolutely.
I love that people are speaking with their money.
Yeah. And that's usually how it works, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and the left, God bless them for all their fucking retardedness. They have picked a fight that they cannot win. They can win when it's things like guns or abortion or, things that are, I'll call them tertiary things that people have an opinion on, where an opinion can be swayed and pushed and touched and pushed into a direction. But there's one thing you cannot fucking ever take away from people, and that's what they like to look at. Sexy is never has been able to be questioned and pushed into something it's not. Even with this, we've been looking at fat chicks in fucking Sports Illustrated and Maxim and everywhere that tries to promote sexy for at least 10 years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And not one heterosexual man is all of a sudden going, you know what? I need a good fat bitch. No one's doing that. We're still looking for Sydney Sweeney.
Right. And everybody who has been sitting back watching the parade of pork on a hoof for the last 10 years are finally going, finally.
Mm-hmm. And no hetero men, other than Jackal, can avoid cheering for Sydney Sweeney. Because she's hot, she knows it, she plays it, and she's not embarrassed about it. It's the first time in 10 years we've had a woman that's actually proud to be a woman.
Yeah, she likes being sexy. She knows she's sexy, and she likes being sexy, and she knows that men are looking at her, and she's just like, enjoy, boys.
Yeah. No, I absolutely, I could not be happier that this is going on. Plus, it does put Sydney Sweeney like in my feed on my Twitter or whatever, and on TV, even in commercials and news and stuff. I actually watched a little bit of news yesterday, and half of the newscast was Sydney Sweeney outrage.
Right. It's just been dominating the news cycle for the whole week, the entire week.
You know how many times I've watched her wipe her dirty hands on her beautiful ass as she gets out of that car,
Out of that
that
Mustang.
engine? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because that's that and the part where they're showing her zipping up the jeans, where she's laying down and she zips up the jeans.
Yeah,
Those are the two scenes that are being shown over and over and over.
Of course.
And I love it. Keep complaining, you blue-haired fucking idiots. Keep complaining. Keep her. Forget American Eagle for a minute. I'm assuming that the next project she's going to have out is Euphoria. It might be a different movie, but whatever it is, for the sake of this discussion, I'm going to say Euphoria. How happy are they right now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All this attention, none of it that they have to pay for, including paying her. Just think if she went into negotiations right now for that show versus a year ago when she signed to do it. Her price would have doubled.
Right.
And now she's probably doing the new season of Euphoria for like $5 million, which is still a good amount of money, but it ain't the 25 that she probably commands to do anything right at this minute.
Right. Well, she's a hot property right now.
Yes, and good for her. Good for her. She's got my jerking support. Well, I have this video. I have a couple of videos in this topic.
All right.
This first one is, well, you'll be able to tell what her view is just by looking at her. Okay, I'm going to put her on the screen. Neeley, I know you can already see her.
Uh-huh.
There she is. Now, without me playing a word, is she pro Sydney Sweeney? Is she anti Sydney Sweeney?
Well, with the serious puss on her face, I'm gonna say she's anti Sydney Sweeney.
Oh man, you get a zonk. She is as pro as it can be.
All right. Well, I mean, she obviously has the Sydney Sweeney look, but sometimes these women are self-loathing. And even though that they have the look, they always try to come off as a, virtue signaling, to go, I may look this way and this, that, and the other, but I'm not proud of it.
I think if she had a nose ring, you might be correct, but
okay.
She's a typical good-looking girl, and guess what? The good-looking girls are thrilled that good-looking girls are getting good attention.
And that's what the whole big uproar is that the ones who are all complaining online, all chuds.
Yeah, they're all awful. They all look like me with blue hair. Fucking bad look.
All right, well, let's see what this Sydney Sweeney knockoff has to say.
All right, here we go.
It's the album that shocked the world, Judas Priest's Turbo. In 1986, when heavy metal embraced the glam of hair metal, Judas Priest followed suit, unleashing Turbo. It divided fans, rocked MTV, and sparked controversy that still echoes today. In Cause and Effect Turbo, Chris Aiken dives deep into the making of this polarizing album, sharing insider stories and personal memories from that explosive era. Whether you loved it or you hated it, Turbo left its mark on heavy metal history. Relive the controversy. Get your copy now at chrisaiken.net or on Amazon.
All right, real talk. Let's just be honest. The hatred of white people has been so normalized and mainstreamed in this country. There are countless examples from this week alone. I mean, you've got that brawl in Cincinnati, 2 white people beaten nearly to death, a woman bleeding out of her nose and mouth, completely dismissed, doesn't matter, okay. We don't know the whole story. Looked pretty complete to me. Then you've got the ongoing hatred, of course, of Caitlin Clark. Why? Because she's better at basketball, also white. And then, of course, you've got Sydney Sweeney. She's not allowed to be a hot girl wearing jeans for American Eagle, because if she says she has good genes, that means it's promoting Nazism or eugenics. All of this is utterly ridiculous, but you know what's even more ridiculous? This white hate charge has been led almost exclusively by white liberals, and in particular, white liberal women. And especially in the case of Sydney Sweeney, if you look at the white liberal women that are so mad about it, they happen to be mediocre to unattractive. There's nobody that hates a white hot girl more than a mediocre or ugly white liberal girl. There, I said it. You're welcome.
Well, that's true. I mean, we've been saying that on this show forever.
Yes. It's nice to hear someone else say it, though.
Yeah, well, she could speak out now,
Right. So she made that statement. Did
Right.
you happen to hear Bill Maher, of all people, hammering on the liberals about the Sydney Sweeney?
I may have seen this, so but I know that he's pretty disappointed with having to be known as a liberal because he's embarrassed by them.
Yeah. Well, he's not holding back here. That's for damn sure. Let me get this thing loaded up. Here we go. Let's get this on the screen. Kill that. Make that bigger. All right, here we go. Here comes Bill Maher, who you trust as far as you can throw, but he's making some good points here.
And in other uncomfortable racial news, sad news. We found out this week that Sydney Sweeney is a Nazi. That was just... no, she's not. But you all see the ad that she's out there. This is a very important ad that we're seeing now. There she is, dressed like Jay Leno in all blue denim. And she talks about the fact that she has blue eyes, and then she says, I have great genes, because she's wearing jeans. But according to the woke people, this means that she's a white supremacist. It also doesn't help that her bra size is 36 KKK. And that the name she gave her tits is the Proud Boys. But other than that, no, I will say this, they should have been aware when they wrote this ad that this is what some people were going to think. I don't think they did it on purpose, but I also think it's pretty funny that all the online social justice girls are like, it's racist. There's no such thing as good genes. Right, and then you go on Tinder and swipe left on every bald guy.
That's it.
All right.
I love that it's backfiring.
It is. It is because the hysteria never wins.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing you're never going to beat people on, it's the one universal that people will not be goaded into the fight on. And that is their sexual choices, their actual choices. Over the last 10 years, we've had people that got quiet when sexual preference was brought up.
Right.
They would get quiet. They wouldn't say, oh, you're fucking crazy. I don't want to suck a dick. They'd be like, well, hey, everybody, it's all your own business. But meanwhile, in their minds, and you know this, I know this, everybody listening knows this. When you talk to them in real life, what did they say? Fuck those faggots. That's what they said.
Right.
They were like, I'm not going to start sucking dick because they're saying it's cool. They just weren't doing it. It's never going to happen. Sex and what people are attracted to is never going to be that thing that people will be swayed with.
Yeah, you can't sway somebody's preferences.
Nope.
I mean, you like what you like.
Mm-hmm. And they tried their 3-year-old style canceling, and it just hasn't worked. She's more popular than ever. And I'll bet of the people that like Sydney Sweeney, she has not lost one fan. And not just guys like me that just can't stop jerking off to her, but I'm just talking about men, women, people that like her movies, people that like her acting, people that just think she's cute, and not like super hot, but cute. She ain't lost a single listener, not one. Or viewer. Do you think she has?
No, not at all. I mean, she's on the plus side in gaining viewers because I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, they're putting her on that top echelon where, I don't know, Demi Moore and Julia Roberts, those people have been for the last 25 years or whatever. You know, they're putting Sydney Sweeney right up to the top all of a sudden, super fast. And good on her for cashing out while she can. I don't blame her a bit.
Well, we did talk about that last week about, what's her shelf life, and, she's soaking it up right now, for as long as that train will, that money train will be riding, so.
Right.
I don't know what the longevity of a superstar like her that rose very, very, very quickly. I mean, because, we've said this before on the show, prior to the Rolling Stones, angry video, I never even heard of her.
Yeah. No, she's definitely, in the last like 2 or 3 years, her stock has just jumped through the roof. And it's because she's hot.
Yeah.
And what surprises me most about her rise is that you don't see anyone else doing it.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's American Eagle. I think the time was just right. And again, this goes back to the re-election of Donald Trump. And making it okay to be an American again. And people are, I'm sure the advertisers have been, just biting their tongue, having to put out advertising that is pandering to the woke.
Right.
And now that Donald Trump has destroyed the woke, it's like, okay, let's get back to business now. Let's do something that we know works. And we don't care what the backlash is.
Yeah.
And you could see just by the rise in stock, in American Outfitters.
Get ready. The Seth Williams Show is going live Friday, September 12th at 4 p.m. Join us for lunch and a hilarious podcast interview with the one and only Jim Florentine.
When I was a kid, I got home from school at 3 o'clock. My mom goes, go play in the neighborhood till 6 o'clock. Come back then for dinner, and that was it. There was no communication from 3 to 6. And I'm still here, and everybody else is, right? It's fucking weird, isn't it? Yeah, all right, a couple cute kids went missing, but that was collateral damage. What are you going to do? Yeah, I mean, they took the bait, went for the candy. What are you going to do? I wasn't a candy guy. Yeah, you're not going to get me in a van with a Tootsie Roll,
And Don Jameson.
Because remember when the most dangerous jobs in America were, law enforcement, active military, one of Danny Masterson's dates from that 70s show? No, I'm glad you guys are laughing at these jokes because here's the thing. We're so politically correct nowadays, aren't we? It's gotten too crazy, man.
This incredible event, including lunch, is brought to you by Smokin' Rock and Roll and Audio Base Studios. Space is super limited. Only 10 lucky fans will be selected. Send your email to SethWilliamsShow@gmail.com. Seriously, you don't want to miss this.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. But don't you, maybe this is just me with wishful thinking here, but I'm hoping to God that 2 or 3 other hot girls are going to get picked up by other companies.
Oh, it will. It's always a copycat thing. We'll relate this to like the 80s hair bands. Once somebody signs a hot band like a Motley Crue,
right,
everybody else is going to be looking for their hot girl, and I guarantee you we're going to see more follow. We're going to see some, sexy chicks, come out of the shadows that, well, who's this one? Where did she come from? Little known actress that may have been like in a B movie or something. And all of a sudden now her stock will rise because somebody marketed a way to, get your attention. And guarantee we'll see more. Now, getting away from Sydney Sweeney, did you see what Dunkin' Donuts did?
No, what did they do?
With that, I don't know who this kid is. I guess he's like a social media guy, but he more or less, I guarantee you that Dunkin' Donuts put this commercial together hastily, just since the popularity of the Sydney Sweeney thing. I think it's called like Golden Boy Summer or something like that. That last year was Brat Summer or whatever the fuck that song was. But now they're capitalizing on the whole Sydney Sweeney rise.
Okay, King of Summer.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's
see if you can pull that commercial up.
I got it. Let's share this tab.
So this is akin to the guys doing a Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what we got here. Here we go.
Look, I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened. This tan? Genetics. I just got my color analysis back. Guess what? Golden summer. Literally. I can't help it. Every time I drink a Dunkin' Golden Hour refresher, it's like the sun just finds me. So if sipping these refreshers makes me the king of summer, guilty as charged. The Golden Hour refresher. Only a Dunkin'.
Boycott, boycott, boycott!
He threw genetics in there too.
What an asshole, saying that he has good genes, son of a bitch.
But yeah, that's brand new that just hit this week as well.
No, I didn't see that one. That's hilarious.
So we're gonna see more of that.
Good.
People are these advertisers are gonna jump on that bandwagon and find the next catchy thing or catchy person to advertise whatever product they're looking for.
Well, good. Enough of. I am so tired of what we've been through the last 6, 7, 8 years. It's going to be good to see some semblance of normality again.
Yeah, just being normal again.
Look at Freedom Fighter in the chat room. White powder donuts are racist.
Of course they are. Well, let's get back to some Sydney Sweeney. I sent you over an AI music video about the rise of Sydney Sweeney.
Let me.
The lyrics aren't as, they don't flow as well as they could, but it kind of tells the whole story, in a way.
Okay.
It's just kind of funny. I ran across that today. It's just AI again, just very interesting how it works.
Just taking over the entire world.
It is. It's crazy.
Oops. I got to put it on the screen before I play.
All right. Sounds like Great White, doesn't it? My. Once bitten, twice shy, baby.
All right, Sydney, here we go.
Sydney hit the screen in denim, blonde and smiling, clean and bright. American Eagle lit the fire, and the woke crowd cried all night. Said this looks too perfect, dangerous, too symmetrical, too white. While the market just kept climbing, 'cause those jeans were fitting right. Sydney
boss hit bomb single.
Looking for a unique gift or just want to make someone's day? Head over to Cameo, where personal messages from your favorite creators are just a click away. Meet Chris Aiken, one of the most captivating content creators on Cameo. Known for his wit, charm, and outlandish behavior at times, Chris is ready to make your special occasion even more memorable. Whether it's for a birthday, an anniversary, or just because, Chris delivers a message that feels like it's coming from a friend, an enemy, or someone in between. His energy, humor, and creativity make each video a one-of-a-kind experience. So don't wait. Visit www.cameo.com/Chris Aiken and purchase your Cameo today from one of the best content creators on all of Cameo. Make someone's day special, or maybe even not so special, with a message they'll never forget.
It is. I'm glad. I like the fact that they were able to make a lefty person exactly as we describe them.
I know, that's great.
Got the septum ring, big fat overweight, blue, purple, green hair.
Just everything's awful.
Bad tattoos.
It's great.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny stuff there. But it's true, man. At this point, it's like, just enough with the whining. You know, I mean, for God's sakes, come on. It's a hot chick. Who cares?
Well, the left doesn't like that.
Well, what would their end game be to that? To have everybody look terrible?
Yeah.
To have everybody attracted by these terrible looking mutts?
Yeah. It's like she makes us feel bad about ourselves.
Yeah, stop it.
Shut up.
Stop it.